try and figure this out here. Okay, where's my little... I think I need these glasses. I need these things to see. I'm not the only one. Oh, let's get a little... where's my tone? There it is. Okay, cool. All right, hey everybody, welcome. I'm trying to figure out this whole thing. I'm sure I'll dial it in as we get doing more of these things. Looks like sound is okay, and you can hear me talking and all that stuff. And let's see. I made some notes here. I want to welcome you, of course. Oh yeah, share this now so it's on your page if you feel like sharing it, or tag your friends that are guitar players. And I think this is going to be geared for more guitar players because we're just hanging. We'll probably end up talking about gear and licks and stuff like that. But put their name in the comment sections, and I'm going to jam a little bit, and then also if you have questions, leave those in the comment sections, and I can look at those in a little bit. But let's do a little bit of a jam. I'm going to shut this mic off so it's not digging on the jam. All right, just while people are coming in. That's funny, that ends on the 5 chord. It's not where I would have ended it. Anyway, that's a little jamming for us. So people are starting to show up here a little bit. I think I want to like show you a couple of tricks. Let me see, I had something else here. Oh yeah, put your questions in there. Get your questions in there, and then we'll get to those in a second. I want to show you a little bit about that, playing over that. That's a basic, you know, it's A, D, and E. And one of the things that I do when I'm playing bluesy stuff, this is a shuffle, is I try to stick to the chords. And even though I'm playing this scale, let me get this out of the way so I can make sure you can see my guitar. I think you can. I look for that note that is the A in each of the chords. So I'm going to show you these 3 positions that I would focus on with that. And one of them is for A, on the D string and the G string, I would go like this: 5th fret, G string, and 6th fret, G string, and then back to the 7th fret on the D string. So that gets you, that's a major third within that. So if I focus on that, like so I play a lick, that gets me to the A. In this riff, you can hear how it lands on that chord, you know. And then, so let's look for the other 2 chords so we have somewhere to go. So this is, you know, this is the granddaddy of all the soloing scales right here. Minor pentatonic. Of course, there's 5 of these and all that kind of stuff, but we're just going to focus on this little area right here. So there's your A, and then we'll go to the D. The D, and by the way, you're playing a flat third, major third, and then the root. So now we go to D, we're going to do the same thing, and this is because of the tuning difference, the half-step tuning difference between the G and the B string. We're going to go to on the B string, we're going to go 6th fret and 7th fret, and then on the G string, we're going to go to the 7th fret. So B string, 6, 7. So that's the D. You can hear it. Now, but you're still playing that A scale, A minor pentatonic, to get to that. And then there's one more, the E, and we'll focus. They're in different places, but I just want to focus on these 3. So the first one was A, second one is D, and then E is starting on the 5th fret on. It's just like the A, but down a string. 5th fret on the D string, and 6th fret on the D string, and then on the A string, 7th fret. So there's your E. So if on that, I'm going to keep talking while I'm doing this here. So I'm A. There's that riff. And then the D is up here. And A. Whoops, D, and then A. So if I, and then E. So if I just, now the D, back to the A, back to the E, to D, to A, and E. So you know, I mean, I have these. I lay these out in my programs all over the neck, so I can play in any key anywhere. Like for instance, this one. That's also here. It's here. because you know you're not going to stick right here. But that one, that gives you a little something to, you know, throw into some blues stuff. Let's see how we're doing here with these. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff showing up here now. Good. Make sure to put your questions in there if you got questions. I'm going to do this other jam a little bit and then show you another trick here. And then we'll do some Q&A. Nobody has any questions? We'll go to dinner soon. Come on to Vegas. We'll go eat. All right, I'm going to mute this and play. All right, so I want to tell you a little bit about a trick that I got from Beck. I didn't get him from personally. I took it off one of his records. But it's a half-step bend, and it's from the flat 5, you know, the blues. We're in the key of C minor here. So I'm playing around that same scale, but I'm playing a blues scale, so I got the flat 5 in there. So minor blues. There's that note. And it's right here again. And what I want to focus on here is a half-step bend from the flat 5 to the 5. Most guys on the guitar always bend in whole steps, and which sounds great. I do it too. But sometimes if you're doing something you want to sound a little, it adds a little bit more tension to come from the 5 and just bend a half step. So instead of from like the F note up to a G, you go from the F sharp to a G. So instead of that, and just that subtle half step bending. That's a different chord, but we'll do it right here. Hear that? There's one here too. It just adds so much mystery to it. So all you got to do there is find out where you're flat as soon as you go, and then bend up to the fifth from the flat 5. You can trade them off too. It's like half step, whole step and half. That sounds bad. You have to come from here. return back to the scale. To the flat 5 again. There's one right there. So there we go. All right, there's a couple of tricks. Anything anybody want to talk about in particular? I'm open. This is an experiment, but I really like to start connecting with you guys like this. You know, I just kind of roll in and do a live video and then walk away, and I'm like, you know, I love chatting with people. I get a lot of messages online and get into great conversations about guitar and amps and paint jobs and pickups and, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. But I really haven't been doing that with you guys, with everybody, kind of publicly. And you know, I want to do that. And the other thing, by the way, I have a free webinar on my Guitar School site that I'd love you to go to. It's free, all right? And I do 3 different lessons that are different than what we just did. ScottVanZinGuitarSchool.com. It just says free training. Take that and check it out. And there's some other special surprises in there. But Scott Van Zin Guitar School, please go check that out. You know, it would mean a lot to me, and I think you'll get something out of it. Let's see. How is my last CD doing? I think as far as sales, you mean, you know, guitar records don't sell that much, but I sold a few hundred of them, and we're actually going to press it. I have a record deal, okay, with the Love Conquers All Records, and I've been working with my buddy John, co-producing and coming up with it's going to be a vocal record, and I have a big old evil sounding voice, and I guess it's along the lines of kind of a ZZ Top, Johnny Winter, you know, gnarly blues rock stuff. And I talked to them, and we're going to re-release that in vinyl as well as CDs, and so there'll be another push with that record, but it's getting me some good legs. I got a lot of people hitting me up for lessons, session work, you know, that have heard the record. It's on iTunes and iHeartRadio and all that streaming stuff, so that's pretty cool. But you know, it's a different world now with records. You know, they don't sell like they used to. But I don't really do it for that. I mean, I got to make a living, which I do and always have, because it's part of the you got to pay. You know, you got to keep the lights on. They're on right now. I pay that by playing the guitar mostly. But you know, I do the music I want to do. The more it pays, probably the least I like the music. Not always the case, but let's see. How am I tonight? I feel pretty good. I'm glad to be here. We have contact. My buddy Jesus, good friend of mine. Met when I was on the road with Brian Howe. God rest his soul. He passed away last year. Yes, get Ken Tamplin to do a live thing. Yes, my buddy Ken is pretty busy, but he's one of my best friends. If you guys haven't checked out the Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, he's great for singing, and probably the best in the world at teaching singing. Let's see, let her rip. I guess there's not, let's see, we got any questions here? New comment down here at the bottom. Hi, Holly, Steve. Let's see. Apes Jones, what? You want to learn? Well, I just told you what to do. Go to Scott Van Zin Guitar School and get my webinar. And then, you know, I also, if you haven't played at all, I got tired of that. Lady, you have a beginning course, and I studied some beginning courses, and I took what I liked, and I have a beginning course now. It's on my site also. So if you haven't played, go get it. I mean, I kept it pretty cheap for everybody. It's like $50, and there's 21 videos, and it's from like I had never played guitar to being able to play songs and being ready for the rest of my stuff and other people's stuff. The internet has so much cool stuff. Like, I use it to learn songs. I'm in this band in town called Blue String Theory, and we know, like my bass player says, I go, when people ask him what songs you do, he says, we do all of them. But it's like, sometimes I get online because I'm like, how does that go? And I'll learn from a guy, and you pick through these guys and you go, this guy's playing this song right. So then you go and learn it from him. But if you don't have the technique to play it right, then it's not going to work out for you. So you got to know how to play. But I can show you how to play right. I know I'm pretty correct at this thing, I think. Hey, Larry, Michael, Tammy. 5/5 trick. All right, cool. Somebody liked the flat sharping flat 5. Yeah, that's a good one. I think you can't. I appreciate the thank you, but I really got to give credit to Jeff Beck for that one. I just like, what is that guy doing? And I'm like, oh, it's only a half step. Okay, thanks for the compliment there, Dawn. Yep, Brian was great. He was hilarious. I had a lot of fun hanging out with him. I just got busy with some other stuff, and he had a nice run. That Holy Water record was one of my favorite records, and it was an honor to play with him. There's my friend Bonnie, one of the best artists, painters in the world. Hey, Bonnie. How do I get my tone? Okay, so right now I use a Kemper. Okay, I had this really big old amp collection, and I got rid of it. I have a couple things left, but I just don't use it. I use a Kemper profiling, and my favorite profile is that I'm using right now is one of my, now Michael Britt, my good friend, he has a zillion things. So if you have a Kemper, check him out. I use those a lot. And the one that I use with the band is this one that I got from Amp Factory, and it's just an 800 Marshall. And what I do is I have a 5 sound. This isn't my live setup, but it's similar to this. I've got a clean. It's the same amp, but it's like I'm turning up the gain rather than I'm turning the gain up, which you can't do that. You like on your amp, like you turn this down. Okay, so I'm clean, and then I go to the next one. I got a chorus on it. So if I'm doing like a Def Leppard, that's what that's for. And then I start adding a little bit of crunch. So this is like, so if I was doing like John Mellencamp or something, that kind of stuff, or Tom Petty, so it's gainy, but it's not all of it. And then I play 2 different guitars with that band. I use a whammy guitar, but mostly I use this setup. I use Seymour Duncan, always Seymour Duncan. It's JB in the back and 2 hot stacks. And so on the same sound, I got this, so if I'm going, if I go to the front, I can get, so that gets, still crunchy, but it's, for all that other like bluesy rock, Creedence or whatever, that works. And then it starts getting a little dirtier. So if we're playing Poison stuff, here would be my rhythm. That kind of thing, and then my lead, which is the same thing, but the gain's way up. So. I love it. I really love it. And it's not really heavy. I don't have to drag a bunch of stuff around. I use a monitor, and then you just hand this to the sound guy. Here, plug it in and go. Pretty amazing technology. Not cheap, but definitely worth it. Okay, so I need glasses to see the next step. All of a sudden, I got, man, all these lights, it gets hot. Next time I bring I'll put more air on it. Okay, so what else we got here? See, Mike says, yeah, Mike Glass, he's got my stuff. Anybody that's new, get into the course. Thanks, Mike. We've become buddies, good friends over the couple. He's had my stuff for a couple of years. Vonnie. Yeah, me too, Vonnie. Let's see. What else we got? Any more questions? Oh, this is, by the way, this is a Lee Garver. It's a GMW Guitar Works. Lee built me 10 guitars over the years, and there's a couple other guys I work with, but this is like probably my favorite one to play. The other new thing that I just got is an Evertune. I don't know if you guys check that out. That's put away right now, but I'll bring that out. I use that in the band, and that thing does not go out of tune. Once you got it tuned, it stays in tune. Like, I just beat up on it the whole rehearsal, bring it home, next day, pull it out of the case, and the thing is like, it's still in tune. Like, I mean, perfectly in tune. It's crazy. It's like 6 Floyd Roses. It's on a spring system, and I'm going to be doing some videos with that. And they gave me a little bit of a break. I'm an artist with the company now, but I don't have to be. I'm also an artist with Seymour Duncan, but I only push things that they never give away what I want. I've been offered free stuff, and I'm like, I don't really want that. But if I believe in something, I'll tell you about it. And I think Seymour Duncan are the best pickups made. I think you can't get a bad GMW guitar. I think Evertune is pretty amazing. The other thing is the Spurzl tuners. They got little cranks on them. I've had some great conversations with the owner there. He's a great guy too. Just recently, I'm buying these for years, but these are my favorite tuners out of all of them, and they make different colors and stuff too. So and pretty cheap. I mean, full retail on them is like $80 for a custom set. You can go, I want this part blue, and I want the back black, and I want the crank red, and and he'll do it for you. It's amazing, and fast. They get them done, let's see, what else we got. That's it. You guys are all questioned out, huh? Let's see if I got anything. I'll just jam a little more. If you got more questions, put them in there, and then when I'm done, I'll do it. good one. Cool. All right, man. I feel self-absorbed tonight because I keep making you guys listen to me play. I guess you could leave if you didn't like it. Stay after it. I like that. Thank you, Joe, my good friend Joe Horn. He's too kind, man. If you ever look up Joe Horn, you want to hear a guy sing and play the guitar, man. That guy is great, and he's just really been very supportive of everything I do. All right, cool, man. Well, it doesn't look like we've got any more questions. Thirds, riffs. Yeah, John, go do my webinar. Again, it's free webinar, and check that out. I get into more of that in there. And, just so you guys know, I do, people ask, do you teach? Yes, I have a whole guitar school online. A lot of people know and have been there for years. It's been up about 4 years, and I just revamped all of it. And then I also give Skype lessons, when I got time. Hit me up on Messenger, and if you want to do that. And that's a good way to, I say get the videos because it's cheaper, and then when you want to hone in on something, then you get with me. I film them, video them on Zoom, and it's like we cover a lot of stuff in an hour. Cool. Thank you, Joseph. All right, well, this is, let me know if you guys want to do this again. I think I'm going to make Thursday a regular deal and do a hang. And what do you want to learn? What do you want to go over? What do you want to know about? That kind of thing. Get your questions. Hey, Gina. Miss you too. Gina's like family to me. Just let me know what you guys want to go over, and we'll do it. And I think this was a lot of fun. And let me see. Let me look at my notes again to make sure, because my guys always want me to. They like me to sell stuff, right? Let's see. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. Check out the free training. ScottVanZenGuitarSchool.com. Free training. Boom. Sign up, and it'll give you a time. And it's really cool. I tried to make it cool. We had another one that was cool. I think this one's cooler. Half hour. It's worth it. I wish it was there when I was learning. And that's about it, man. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. This has been fun. A lot of fun. And, it's the new world, the virtual thing. But I really appreciate it, you guys being in here. And I will see you on the next one, all right? So thank you much. Put up my other song. Let's see. Where is that one? Right here. All right, guys. Have a good night.